Hey, what's going on guys, and welcome to the video. Now the truck I've got for you today is a 2013 Ram 2500 that just came in from the oil fields, and as you can imagine, with it being a work truck, it's gotten pretty dirty. Okay, taking a look around the truck, and the first thought I had here was, when was this thing washed last? Because the paint is in terrible shape and really embedded with dirt. It honestly looks more like snakeskin than paint at this point, and is definitely going to take some time to get looking good again. Moving to the interior, and again, it looks like it hasn't been cleaned in any way for several years. Believe it or not, but these floor mats are supposed to be dark brown, and of course, given where the owner works, he's been in the truck with dirty clothes and tools, so pretty well every surface is dirty and stained, especially the seats. But just before we dive in and I completely overhaul this work truck, take a second and make sure you're subscribed to the channel so you never miss out on one of these epic transformations. I post a new one like this every week. Okay, well, in about 12 hours or so, this truck is going to look brand new again, and I, for one, am excited to see it. So as always, guys, sit back, relax, and enjoy the transformation. Alright, well, starting with the pressure washer, and I don't know about you guys, but I always enjoy doing this on a white vehicle as it's really satisfying. It's almost like I'm painting the truck white with the pressure washer, though since the dirt was on the paint for so long, it's not all able to get blasted off right now, so what's left behind will easily get taken care of with my wash mitt a little later on. Moving to the back, and with the truck having about 208,000 kilometers on it, or about 130,000 miles, there's certainly still lots of life left in it, and to be honest, the exterior isn't in horrible shape, although there are lots of paint chips around the truck where rust is starting. But with a work truck, the appearance of it doesn't typically matter as much. It's more about what it offers in terms of utility that matters. Okay, while I continue working my way around the truck, you might not be able to tell, but I'm already dripping sweat. Like I mentioned last week, we're in the middle of a heat wave and it hasn't let up yet. Today's temperature was 36 degrees Celsius, feeling like 42 with the Humidex, which is about 108 Fahrenheit. So needless to say, it was unbearably hot and stuffy in the garage. So I for one can't wait to get working in the new studio, which has AC. And if you haven't checked out the videos of it over on the second channel, I'd highly recommend you do. Getting to document the entire construction process has been really fun, and it's a nice change of pace from the main channel videos, so be sure to check them out over on the Detail Geek too. Okay, now to tackle the paint that's still got some dirt embedded on it, my car shampoo is the perfect choice as it will create rich and luxurious suds that will safely encapsulate the dirt, and since I'm using the 2-bucket method, I can be sure that I'm being as careful with the paint as I possibly can. Alright, well after washing the truck, I can see a ton of iron contamination all over every panel, so I'll get some of my Detail Geek iron remover sprayed on, which is going to quickly dissolve those iron particles, turning purple while it does, and after letting it sit for about 3 to 5 minutes, I'll simply spray it off, but it's important to note that you do need to use a strong stream of water to get it all off, as it does tend to be a little sticky. You can find this on my website at detailgeekautocare.com, and I can assure you it's just as much fun to use as it looks. Sweet, I won. Sorry guys, I've just been really into this new game I've been playing lately, Lightning Link Casino. It's a super fun mobile game that has the newest and best classic and virtual slot machines, complete with exciting and challenging daily missions, amazing rewards, and Starscapes maps to complete. And I can even play while I'm doing something else like detailing, just by pushing hold this bit. Now first off, I have to give a big thanks to Lightning Link Casino for sponsoring this video, but don't let the name fool you. While you do need to be 18 plus to access the game, it doesn't offer gambling and you don't win real money or prizes. Use my links below or scan the QR code right here to download Lightning Link Casino while I tell you more about the game. See? I've been winning the whole time. So besides the vast selection of games to choose from, there's also exciting events and daily missions to complete, and they're always adding new games. Now I haven't tried my chances at any of the high stakes slots yet, but do have a few personal favorites in the Jungle Rush and Timberwolf games. But to be honest, I think what I like the most is just how many different games there are to choose from. If you're feeling like your luck has run out with one game, well, there's guaranteed to be another one that catches your eye and keeps the thrill going. But best of all, it's Lightning Link Casino's 4th birthday, and they're inviting you to spin that wheel and spin that reel. Download Lightning Link Casino using the link in the description or scan the QR code right here on the screen to get 10 million coins if you're a new player. Available in the iOS App Store and Google Play Store, it's that easy. Just click the link in the description and I'll see you guys in the game. And remember guys, practice or success at social gaming does not imply future success at gambling. Okay, now let's get back to work on the vehicle. Alright, now after spending a couple of minutes getting the seat bolts out, I'll then remove the front seats, and after having done several Ram trucks, I know exactly where all the bolts are for the middle seat, and remember how heavy the whole thing is. But once they're out, I can see what I'm dealing with here, and thankfully it's not as bad as some of the other vehicles I've done recently. Moving to the back, and I'm very glad that the carpet in here is actually decent quality. I'd put it just above mid-grade, which means it's fairly easy to vacuum, but with the dirt not being really embedded as the floor mats probably never left the truck, it's even easier and is definitely saving me some time today. Okay, as I start on the driver's footwell here, it's time for this week's members question, which comes from Austin, and it's, do you prefer to detail a truck or a car? So first off, that's a good question, and one that's kind of hard to answer. Both have their pros and cons. Smaller cars like the Aveo I did last week usually don't take as long to do. However, since I'm over 6 feet tall, it can be harder on my back to have to bend over so much. But on the flip side, trucks don't cause as much strain on my back since they're more at my level, if you will. but there's a lot more surface area and they tend to be dirtier and take longer. So if I had to pick, I'd probably say cars just because those details are usually quicker. Now, as I work on this middle seat here, I wasn't quite sure whether all the stains in these seats were going to come out, as with it being a work truck, they usually get abused a bit worse than other types of vehicles, but my carpet solution and green drill brush have no trouble getting the stains loosened up, and in a matter of a minute, the seat looks perfect. Now, as I work on this middle section in the back here, I wanted to quickly remind you guys that if you're curious about any of the products or tools I use in these videos, well, I've got them all listed down in the description for you, along with a handy link to where you can buy them, and you can be sure that anything you'll see me use works incredibly well and won't break the bank. Here's the bucket full of absolutely filthy water pulled from the ram today. Gross. Now for the pedals, as I've shown in recent videos, I always go ahead and pick out any of the little rocks that are stuck in the grooves before I seam the pedals, and after spraying on some Detail Geek all-purpose cleaner diluted 4:1, I'll then hit them with the brass brush attachment on the steamer, which has no trouble getting into the tight grooves of the pedals and blasting out all the caked on dirt, and then I'll simply just wipe them clean with a microfiber towel. Okay, now to tackle the absolutely filthy leather on the center console, I'm going the least aggressive and most gentle route, which is some of my leather cleaner and leather brush to agitate and loosen everything up, and thankfully this combo is working perfectly and I won't have to bust out the steamer for this. Okay, moving outside now, and it's time to turn my attention to the paint and take care of the remaining road tar and any other surface bonded contaminants. So using my Detail Geek quick detailer to act as lubricant, I'll then use some clay to ensure that the contaminants are removed from the paint. Once this is done, the paint will be perfectly clean and ready for a sealant. But one thing to note with the clay is that after each section I do, I knead the clay to a clean spot for the next one. Okay, second last step here is to clean all the glass using my glass cleaner and waffle weave towel, which will easily remove any film or grime from the glass and leave it completely streak free. Alright, well after 12 hours of work on the truck, it is all cleaned up and it's looking phenomenal. It's ready to get put back to work now. If you guys enjoyed this transformation, make sure you smash the thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel. Enjoy the guitar outro, and I'll see you guys in the next one.